Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Captain of Industry. Oh man, the size of this map. It is huge. Let's get back to it. We are still working on our total rework of our existing factory. Let's get back to it. I think we're working on steel and we were looking at the oxygen. So let's jump back in. We need oxygen for our oxygen furnaces to make the steel from the molten iron. Let's get back to it. I think we wanted to go with 2. And where are these guys? Air separators. And I think we were saying to do them in the middle. Something like... It's going to be interesting to figure this out. Leave a little bit of room. Boom. And then I want another one of these. I can just copy it. Boom. And then rotate it. Or maybe flip it. Then rotate it. The oxygens are all in the same plane. Then how are we doing to center this guy? Looks like that might be the trick. Let's do oxygen low to the ground. How much are we sending? 36. Yeah, we'll need at least the upgraded pipe. Or level 2 pipe, not level 3s. I'm up. That one is on the ground. Can I see? Ew, ew, ew. Just thinking about the alignment. It'd be nice if this was right in the middle. Let's kill this. Let's bring these 2. We'll shift them down like 1 square. This isn't important. This is just me goofing around kind of thing. Get it to look a little tiny bit better. So we'll have that pipe in the middle, and then we'll go about 2, 3, 4. That's fine. About right there. Just to have this look a little bit nicer. We don't care about pillars in here too much unless we want a car to drive through. We are leaving some nice gaps. Maybe we should go high. We have nitrogen too that we have to worry about, but we'll get to that next. All right, let's go at least 2 high. Right, vehicles can get under that thing. That looks good to me. That can go. Oh, you know what we could do? Sorry. We might be able to stack 4 of these in here. Could we have 1 row of 4? And then it could feed the other ones in this block. Like if we did another block. It'd be a way of taking advantage of the space. I don't know if I can get 4 in here nicely. We can. Thinking, bear with me. Is it worth doing? Do we need to bother with that or not? In fact, they could all share the same pipe going across. What would that look like? Let's just try it. Show you what I'm thinking. If we get rid of this guy. And grab another air separator. Now I'm thinking maybe just trying to think about conserving some space, but let's not. Let's go roomy. Would be you, you. Then would be okay, I think. Kind of poking down a bit. Let's just see, is that going to be in the way? It's making this thoroughfare. This channel right here, I'm thinking is going to be a main thoroughfare for pipes and possibly for vehicles to drive. If they drive, I'll either have to put a ramp over this or lift it. I don't want to crowd it too much. Well, I got more room this way. I guess I could shift that all up. Let's do that. Let me just see what this looks like. In fact, we could stack these all together if we wanted. Oops. For 5. So we could do that, then run a big pipe, throw all the oxygen on. Right, 36 times 4 is 144, something like that. That's plenty. Then we would run pipe along here. Let's just try it. See. Stay on the ground. Just experimenting here with the design. Skip ahead. Skip ahead if this is painfully tedious. Let's see here. Oxygen. 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 The idea is that we'd have another cluster over on the other side. And this array is feeding oxygen both ways. And the nitrogen, we just got to vent out somewhere. We want to go up from here then. Do something like... Bear with me. Did something that looks kind of cool here in a second. I'm going to move these over one square. Boom, just so we have a middle. Okay, then we need the mirror image of this thing. So let's copy it, see what we get. I guess we can take... Oh, not going to be able to flip it, right? Because of this. Let's see what happens. Can I flip a whole thing like this? Boink. Like I can. Then we got to get these guys lined up. Let's see. The tops look like they're 5 apart. Down a nugget. Can't tell if that's it or not. That should be. Let's bring up the grid. Something to build. Yeah, those are all lined up. What's different? What's different is there's a further travel distance heading over to the right. That's going to keep it from looking perfectly symmetric. That's fine. Yeah, it's not going to be perfectly symmetric. That's okay, I suppose. Let's get rid of this. I think I'll take it. And then we can vent all the nitrogen out. That one. Maybe. Yeah, the same amount of nitrogen. I think we were just venting that out before. Just take nitrogen. It will, and it generates no pollution, which is kind of nice. We have room for that. This is kind of congested. See? I can't make it look perfect. There's room there. Yeah, there's room here. Seems like the most room right here, right? Pipe top this guy. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oxygen into our oxygen furnaces. Boom. They can all share the same pipe. It doesn't really matter. We've got the pipe capacity, and these things only put out 36. 36 times 4 is less than 200, which is the capacity of our pipes. We need water out here for the cool casters. And then we need to hook up all of our belts with all this stuff. The iron and such. This bottom belt is slag. I don't think I'm even using that. Don't think so. I've got a bunch of slag here. Right? Coming this way. Boom, 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 boom. Comes up. Goes down. Goes here to get dumped. Not sure. Yeah, we gotta rework things here. This is a little goofy. But this slag is going to feed here, and any excess is meant to be dumped. So we'll have to work that. Oh. I see. That's what this guy's for. All the slag's coming into here. The high priority out is down here. This is a mess. This is a mess. I think I did this because this part was backed up, kind of like it is now, and I didn't have a way to get rid of it yet. But the reason why I'm looking at this is I don't know if I need this slag belt here. I don't think we need to continue it. We could continue it on and then dump. I don't know, just start dumping this way. That thing gonna be over capacity though. Guys, kick out 18 per minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 180. Another one, and then that almost puts us over capacity for that belt. It could, in theory, back up if we were running full on until we get larger belts. Are there larger U-shaped conveyors? Just curious. I think there are. Tech tree, we'll get back to researching things here. Where are they? Right here, right? U-shaped conveyor 3s, 450 throughput. Maybe we just continue all those through. Let's do it. These are all U-shaped conveyor level 2s. I'm going to turn off the planning mode because this stuff can all build right now. I want this all the way to the end. Sure we're straight. I'm going to extend a little bit past where we need it. Let's trim off the ends easier. It seems like it's a little easier to get things to work the way I want them to if I give a little bit of extra belt. Snap on. Don't snap on. Come with me. Come with me. Colors don't matter here. No one's crossing this wall. Next. I don't have snapping on. Are you doing that? Tape conveyor 2s. What's going on here, fellas? Why are you not building? You go. Sure, what the hiccup was there. That's hard to look at. There we go. One more belt. Right. Let's build. Let's get a lot of this going here. I'm going to unpause all of this. I'm going to unpause roughly half of this. And I need some of this. That might be enough to get us some initial steel. Then we got to do the water next. So that's coming. We'll follow the same pattern here. Might be hard to place these until the belts get built. We'll try. That looks like the top. That looks like the middle. I don't think I can connect to that one until it's built. That's our oxygen row. Hard to look at with all those designations back there. I think I'm getting it. More and we're done. Oh man, that's painful. Maybe this way. Trucks are going to get stuck. That's fine. We'll use Unity to get them unstuck. Not too worried about that. Okay, let's go get that one that we couldn't see back here. Now we can see it. Alright, That's good. As trucks get stuck, like I said, we'll just unstick them. We got plenty of Unity. I turned off a couple of the offshore mines that we're not using the resources from anyway, just to bring our Unity back up into the positive. It was starting to get low. Okay, that's going to vent off the extra nitrogen. Do we have to pick? I don't think we do. I'm going to take everything. Fine. This is all coming online. Last thing we need is water. Oh, man. You know, water's kind of a big deal. Water's kind of a big deal. It's a big project. Okay, excavators can't reach rain designations. Where are you guys? Man, look at these guys. We can put these guys to work, I think. They're going to start hitting ore. Copper ore, of all things. All right, that's fine. Clear all this garbage. And find out where their mine control tower is and put them into range. Update the area. They can keep on keeping on. Where are you guys? Way up here. Edit area. Have at it, fellas. What else? Tree planter, don't care. East Copper terraforming crew has no available designations to be mined. For reals. Let's see. That is this guy. 4 excavators. Oh yeah, these guys are doing terraforming. I have someone else working on I have a single miner here because we have already too much copper. Single excavator working to actually bridge through to this island. So he's going to burrow through that tunnel, or burrow through this mountain, I'm sorry, to get there. But I don't need many people doing it because I got an abundance of copper. What could you terraform? This is dirt we just saved up as to be a top layer. Eventually we'll mine that and just cover all this. I don't think I have anything for those guys to work on. I'm just going to turn it off for now. Tree area leveling crew don't care, and tree harvester don't care. Those are taken care of. Water. Water is next. And then we want to route steel down to our construction part 3's production. Water is an issue. We've got, what do we have going on? We have water collection over here from groundwater wells. Happens to be drained at the moment. Not always. And then we have some water purification that takes place here from seawater, and it gets us some brine that we sometimes use to make salt for our glass mix. And then we have water over this way. It's a larger reserve. This one tends to not get drained all the way to the bottom. It's full right now because this segment of our water network is not connected to anything. It gets disconnected somewhere. So where would we want a water main to run through our island? It seems like up through here, right? This is where we have our need for water. We want to eventually feed farms water, and we need water up in our colony, which we're kind of feeding that in up here. That could change later, but it produces waste, which we're going to get into processing at some point. So maybe just a little bit clog in the way. But maybe water through this way. Get under this ramp, or maybe we bring this ramp down or something. Right now it's like it's way up here. Basically wants one big loop going across the island, and then maybe loops that also go up and down, kind of where we need water, and all loops back to the main. I see a belt that needs to be attached. Let's just do it. Flag belt. Why is this guy complaining? Transport the molten iron. Did I not do your little things? I didn't. Do the molten channels for... Those ones are done, but these ones are not. Still thinking about water. We have some water main right there. This is just too narrow, still too narrow, and it's going to be a while before these guys is cleared out. We can actually build land. Wouldn't be bad though, right? We do have water. We have a water main kind of started going along this direction. Could loop up behind these belts and probably hop over. And then come all the way over here. And then work its way down this way or something. That might not be bad. It's going to matter because there's a lot of pipe we need to build to make this happen. Vehicle depot can be moved anywhere we want. There's that excavator that we accidentally sent to scrap. So I had to build another one. We want that water main to loop, so it's two pipes coming through. Very tempted to put it back here. It's going to block this road temporarily. What do we have down here? I think this is a broken fuel line. Yeah, that was feeding this gas station. This coal thing can go. We no longer need this, I don't think. I was using it to help supply coal to these guys. Be able to... I don't have a good place for trucks to pick up coal. What are we doing on construction part 0? Oh no. Oh no. 0 construction part 3s. I was a little worried about that. Can we turn truck imports on? And maybe we'll get some construction part 3s. Let's do it. Let's solve that problem real quick. Wait. I'll have to worry about the pillars later. That's kind of messy pillar situation. Oh, and it takes construction part 3s. That's fine. Fine. We'll upgrade it later. I had a feeling we might run short. Plenty of those. You... Fine. Want me to have the maximum pillars here, so we'll do it. Okay, we're starting to produce them. Output's going to come back here. Boom, boom, boom. This, of course, takes a bunch of construction part 3s. Oh, man. Even build storage. We could do a temporary little storage. Man, kind of embarrassing. We do have some meager production going. I think just throw down a little unit storage just to get us going. Tons of construction part 1s. Yeah, we do have some steel, believe it or not. I did manage to save some up. We have 785 steel. We need that for construction parts. We got to solve the water, and it's going to take a lot of piping. What could we do? We could tap into here temporarily just to get steel production going. We've got a couple big old tanks. Or we could try and run some of the water line. These guys feed it. It's all construction part 3s to build these things too. The level 3 pipes. Oh boy. We could break this loop. Get it going here, across this way. In fact, this would be a really good place for a bridge too. Vehicle ramp. Maybe even like a really big one. Of course, the ground's messed up. Excavators. Excavators can currently get through behind here, but not for long. This is so narrow. Oh man, trying to figure out what to do. This is all going to get dug out. So this ground is very suspect. Or subject to collapse. I think I can get pipes here. In my way. Man. I could do water back this way. It's a little cheesy. Could go over all these ramps. Not crazy about that idea. This area I kind of wanted to keep clear for traffic. Not the end of the world. I'd like to come out too and have the water right there. Let's start with the level 2 pipes. What do these take? Yeah, construction part 2s. We're okay there. We got 2,100 of them. Let's start building, and we'll see where we end up. We want one pipe down at this level. I might want to pay attention to the pillars. Not sure. And then I want another pipe on top of that. Am I getting the same pillars or not? Okay, for the time being, we can loop these right here. It doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, so one goes that way, one goes the other way. Now I want to hook in the production from these guys into that loop. So the pipe going away. Basically, I need to get this over here. I think I'm going to need a temporary vehicle ramp, so I'll do a medium one. Just south of that ridge, their land goes up right there. We're going to have a wiggle in our pipe. That's going to look a little goofy. Okay. We got 2 pipes to worry about. That one's going down, so this one needs to be reversed. Water comes in from the top. Boom. Down here. Comes back. It needs to hook up to... Where's this one's reversed? The bottom one's going... the bottom one's going to the left. Top one. Okay, the top one's going to the right, so let's just change these. This is our bottom pipe. Guessing this water filtration is going to stay here for a good long time. In fact, we could add more if we needed it. These may end up being temporary pipes. This is the one heading east. Gotta get up all this mess. Okay, the one heading east. Not pipe. Right. Boom. That's kind of the return. Or no, that's the one that's gonna feed us that way. I think that needs to connect differently. Let me pause the game for a second before it gets built. Okay, that's going to be a problem. We'll solve that. Let's solve that now while we see it. one. Need it to be out of the way of this guy. That one's supposed to be heading east, right? Heading east, heading east, heading east. You want to connect up to one that's heading east, which is kind of down below. That one kind of loops up. Let's get rid of, make this a little easier to understand. Get rid of this little connection, these two connections. Hit play. Okay, so this is the eastbound pipe coming over. Gonna be a problem, isn't it, with all this stuff here? Oh man. Let's delete some more. Just so we can make sense of what we're looking at. Quick remove. Delete some more. That can go. Back a bit. Okay, eastbound pipe down below. There it goes, off on its way. This is another pipe that wants to connect up. That's the westbound pipe. This one is, what are you feeding? Out of curiosity. Like some backup storage? We'll see. There's some storage here. It's been disconnected from whatever it's supplying. Maybe it was supplying over here. Thinking. Maybe we should tap into this. Be pulling from here. At least for some portion of it, right? Man, I know this is confusing. I apologize. Back to water production. We have water production. Feeding there. Incidentally, this water production can feed both. Probably should feed both directions. Hear what I mean? You can feed that guy too. No reason not to. Whichever pipe will take the water, send it along. Okay. Water gets supplied to both. We hook this one up. This pipe leads to storage. And I think this is actually going to allow us to loop the pipes onto each other once you go into storage. That's my guess. That goes into storage, which eventually we're going to move down here probably. For now, it might make sense for us to do this. Man, look at all these crazy pipes. This guy. Maybe that's how we find our way over to the factory. Not this pipe. That way we've incorporated the storage. I'm going to take this off for now. Think. Yep. And then let's get this guy hooked in. This is the one we're actually using. Can you connect up, or are you too close to a thing? Yeah, you're going to need to do that. These can dead end, or they can loop. Let's see if I can get them to loop. Okay. And then I want to see what is preventing our town from getting water, because this guy is starved out. You can see trucks are actually taking the water over. Could be that we're just not producing enough. That might be the case. So water's coming in, goes both directions. In this case, it's just going to loop. No matter what these produce, they're going to end up on this top pipe heading west. Did feed into that factory. And then this bottom pipe is getting fed probably from our groundwater wells, maybe? Yeah, these guys. There's not much water in that reservoir, but it does fill up. We'll let those guys run. That should get us water over this way. We do need to close this loop. Oh man, how are we going to do that? So water comes through. Thinking. The loop. You know, the loop should actually connect back up down to here. This guy kind of goes through storage. The pipes diverge. Or I could do the return pipe. Thinking. Somehow the water that travels down this way has to find a way back into circulation. Could just dump it into that storage. And then it would find its way out. Let's do that for now. Show you what I'm doing. This guy. You. Oh, man, that is so hard to look at. We're gonna come this way. Boink, down low. Through here. Back up. Can you do a hop? See, where do you want to hop? You want to hop there? I'd rather you hop over here. Okay, that may be the best I can get. What I'm going to do for looks is just move this one over. In fact, this guy can maybe... there. I'm just freeing up the port that's closest to the pipe I'm routing from the factory, this return pipe. There's some piece of garbage here we can get rid of. Whoa, not that. Get closer. That could go, and then this guy's going to hook up to that port. These pipes are mostly temporary. I'm not super concerned. Okay, that gets us water. Now, what I should have tested is, can I get water over this hump? I hope so. We'll find out. We'll find out right now. We'll try it. Oh man, please. Okay. We're good. Probably should have flipped these, right? So that water could be in the middle. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's stay really, really high. want to build for some reason. There you go. I'm going to do like this, something. Something like that. That's decent, right? Those guys are going to get water. And we'll do the same thing over here. What are we doing on construction part 3s? We have 13. Better than 0-teen. Are you guys getting what you need? What are you not getting? You're not getting anything. Oh, man. These are construction part 2s. You're waiting on these. What's going on with these, fellas? Fellas. You're letting me down. Priority out right there. Scoop. What is the scoop? You guys are unhappy about bricks because I didn't route them yet. Let's import them via truck. There they go. And bricks aren't happy because they need water. Okay, concrete slabs. Sorry, concrete slabs. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to get built. Waiting on parts for most of it. But hopefully this water pipe should spring into action. And then we should be getting steel, which we can route over to our construction part 3s, and that'll be one piece of the puzzles fixed or solved. We have tons of water, right? Because we're tapping into this huge storage. We're watching it go. It's coming down the bottom, right? Then it's going to loop around to the top and then should find its way up into the top area through this mess. Looking for water to hit this window. There, down below. What's going on? Gotta reverse this one. Your water. Hopefully it won't all collapse from these guys digging the last little nuggets of iron. Okay, let's follow it through. Guys waiting on building parts. This guy's, oh man, they won't smelt because they don't have, oh man, construction part 3s. How much steel do I have? Can I pull this off? Got 645 steel. So hopefully we can make enough construction part 3s from that by just trucking them in. Make it work. We are actually producing construction part 3s. Suppose we should prioritize certain parts of our building. Oh man. There's a lot, right? All this belt has to be... All this belt has to go. That kind of doesn't. Maybe I should just pause the stuff that doesn't need to be built. Pause this stuff. Pause you for now. Take it back. This is exactly what we need built. These 3, at least. Maintenance looks fine. Diesel looks fine. Food looks good. In fact, food looks like it might be improving. Let's just eyeball it. Maybe not. Only got one storage full of potatoes. This has been holding pretty steady on the vegetables. But we're surviving. Oh man, look at the water. Really drained down. It'll improve once we can hook up to the other side of the island. Unity's okay. It's looking good. But it looks like trucks can get to all this stuff, though. So I'll let the trucks build. Oh! We gotta get rid of the slag. Don't have that routed yet. I think I can just... Instead of dumping it forward like this guy's doing, maybe we can just dump it back. Let's try it. We'll use these guys. Doesn't take any construction part 3s. What's the matter, fellas? Should be able to connect. Doesn't want to connect until that belt is built. Those construction part 2s we need. It's going to be a while. Hoping we have enough steel to do it. If we don't, we're in trouble. Prioritize these things. Whoops, I didn't mean to quick deliver. We don't really need to quick deliver. Need this stuff. I'm not sure why I prioritize those. I don't need those. I just need this one line up and running. That bottom one, maybe I will quick build that one. 20. Need to get my slag on that bottom belt. I'm going to quick deliver it. Okay, now will you connect up? Not connecting? What am I missing here? Yes, it is. How come I didn't get to a little plug icon? Maybe I don't. That's going to be important for us. Make it important. Molten metal, that's fine. Flag, we'll route those belts later. For the other ones, I just want to get one of these things up and running. Oh man, look at the time. I can't believe it. All right. Let's wrap this episode here. What do? We started getting our water main in order. Took some time thinking about that. Piping's not beautiful yet, but it'll improve. And we have some water circulating. We really do need to connect over to the other side of the island. We're kind of relying on these groundwater pumps because there's a huge reserve under here. And we're not tapping into it right now. So we'll, next episode, I may let it run for a little bit in between episodes. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up and getting things ready. I may even connect up some of these belts, like get the output from this steel sent over to construction part 3s. And then hopefully we'll have more built when we start next episode, more of this stuff built up. And then we probably need to finish the water main across the island and figure out how we want to do it. It may not be too bad. We have some of it right here, the level 3 pipes. We have some of it down there. It's cut off. Some of that we're not going to use. In fact, if I scrap this, I'd probably get a bunch of construction part 3s. But I think we're going to, instead of going that direction, I think we're going to come this direction and just hug this wall. We'll get rid of this thing too. But yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. Let's, in fact, let's delete some of this. Just curious if we get a bunch of construction part 3s. We have 4 now. Not sure if it'll show us. But let's, take some of this back. I don't think we're going to use it. If I speedy remove, yeah, we're going to get 11 construction part 3s. There they go. They're in inventory. So yeah, we should be in good shape. I can just take down our water pipe and we should have plenty of construction part 3s. But that's it for this episode. Oh man. Oh man. May not look like it, but we are getting much, much more organized and we're setting ourselves up for for some future success. And the island's going to look pretty cool when we're done. It'll be all green. But yeah, lots more to come. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series on Captain of Industry. Special thanks, as always, to Glidercat patrons and channel members. Deeply, sincerely appreciate that support. And special thanks to those of you that give the videos thumbs up. That helps my tiny channel grow, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one.